Hello, welcome to FlexCheck Auto DVI video tutorials. In today's video, we're going to talk about adding steps, concerns, recommendations, and the super cool feature of copying complete step groups over into other supergroups. So you probably already know that a step group is designed to contain a number of steps. Each step group starts off with the default steps of good and not applicable, and then it is the job of the shop administrator to add whatever steps they want to add to this step group. So in this case, we're under service and warning lamps, and we're going to add some extra steps in by clicking Add Step. There's two ways to add steps. Some are already pre-made in here that we may want to use. Like in this example here, we're going to go ahead and select check engine light. And then we're going to go back and we're going to add ABS and traction control. And let's see, we've got airbag, TPMS, maintenance lights, and the other way to add something in is you can hit the search bar and we could do high beam indicator. And because that step doesn't exist, our self-intelligent database is creating a button right here for you. So you just click on that. That adds that in right down here for us in our steps. And the next time that we look for that step, if we're building another inspection later, it will already be on the list of steps for us. So now we've got a pretty good list of steps. We want to expand these, and you'll see again we have our default good and not applicable. Will always be defaults there. Additionally, on the Android application, the technician will have the default of the other new button, which they can use to add new steps in as they go. So we want to click on the step that we want to add a concern to. And in this case, what we have a concern for a check engine light would be that the check engine light is illuminated. And apparently that's not a specific concern that we have yet, so we're going to add that in as new. And you see now we have our concern here. Then we're going to expand that concern. We see our two default fields are there. And we click on it. And click Add Recommendation. And we're going to recommend perform testing to determine the cause. So now we can see that we have a tree for our step group to follow. The technician needs to report back if the check engine light is illuminated. If it is, then they're going to recommend perform testing, or that it's good or that it's not applicable. Another feature that we have built in is the ability to copy complete steps over and move them into a whole nother supergroup. Now for service and warning lamps, this may not be so helpful, but if you're building a supergroup for tires or brakes or suspension, where all four corners of the vehicle may have similar components that are being checked, it helps because you can click, when you have the step group open, you can click copy steps, and then we're going to assign the steps that we're copying to a specific inspection template. In this case, it's the same template that we're working in. We need to choose the supergroup that we want to assign it to. In this case, we're just going to, for testing purposes, assign it to supergroup 2. And then which group in supergroup 2, we're going to go ahead and put this stuff under horn just for testing purposes. And then we click copy. And our inspection template will reload. And if we click on horn, we will see that all these fields came in over to the horn section now, which saves a tremendous amount of time in building. Additionally, if we ever make a mistake and we want to remove something, all you ever need to do is click the little trash can icon. You'll be prompted if you're sure that you want to delete something. Click delete anyways, and it will be removed, no problem. So that's how you copy steps, add concerns, and add recommendations to your inspection templates on FlexCheck Auto. Thank you, and please take the time to review other videos so you can get the most out of your DVI software.